Hey guys, Cory here from Penny's Hot Rods and Customs, coming to you live early Saturday morning. Before I tell you what we're going to be doing today, or what I'm going to be doing today, it's effing cold outside. Frost on the windows. Ryan's not here to give you guys weather reports, but yeah, frost. Anyway, so what I'm doing today is my car's up on all four tires. And with the other night, me and Ryan were monkeying around with the clutch why it wouldn't engage. So we made a new rod and a bullet and everything to go into the clutch fork, and still nothing. It was still hesitating. It was still fighting. It just, well, something wasn't right. So what we came to the conclusion is I'm pulling the tranny. So I've already ordered a new clutch kit that's not misaligned with a different throw bearing like I've had problems before with this thing. And I ordered a new clutch fork and even that little adjuster part that goes on the bell housing for the clutch fork too. So I ordered all that. It's all here. I'll show you that in a little bit. Just don't feel like going to dig it out right now because it's cold outside. It's a little warmer in here. I haven't turned the heat on yet, but soon. So anyway, last night when I got home, I pulled the drive shaft and the shifter's basically ready to come out. So I'm going to take that out. But what I was really concerned is because a lot of people said back in the day, I don't know how it's even true, but they said that you couldn't pull the transmission out of an X-frame car. I don't know. I kind of say BS on that. Lots of room. So, like I said, the drive shaft's already out, so I've got the linkage done. So I'll pull the shifter out and then start breaking some bolts loose. I'll grab the tranny jack, let that warm up, and pull it out. But yeah, I don't know why. Maybe automatics, but I don't know. I still think there's lots of room. I don't know. That's why I just heard back in the day, people were saying that you couldn't do it. So I don't know. I was kind of worried all week till I actually looked at it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's lots of room. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna go back underneath. I'll pull the shifter out, and then we'll keep you posted, and I'll show you what I all bought this week. So hopefully, hey. So yeah, it's just me today. Everybody's gone on holidays. Must be nice. They're Ryan, Kevin, and Casey. I think they went down to Pennsylvania or something like that. So some tractor show. So anyway, enough rambling, and let's go pull a transmission. Remember, people, back in the... No, I better not say that. Anyway, we'll get back to work. Okay, guys. Moment of truth. We'll put that there, right there, because that seems like a good spot. Well, maybe not. There we go. I'll put it on that bracket. That seems a little better. Okay, all bolts are done. There we go. Come on. Lower it down a little bit. Probably should have just bench pressed this out. There we go. Okay, come out that way. All right. That's not how I wanted, but probably just would have been easier to bench press it out. That's the way Mike. Actually, I won't go back in. Last time I did my energy, actually, I just lifted it up over my head and threw it in. That's a true story. Alrighty, I'll pull this out and see. I don't know, throw bearing seems to be in the right spot. So I don't see what the dealio with that is. So anyway, pull the bell housing out, and then I'm not gonna lie, probably go for breakfast. Alrighty. Get this out of the way, that out of the way. And this is naturally gonna want to fall. Probably. Put that over there out of harm's way. The extension cord that's pissing me off. And of course, you're too high. Oh. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, we'll be back, folks. Okay, guys, sorry about the noise. Every neighbor around is cleaning their leaves, and I'll be doing mine later on. So anyway, pulled the bell housing out. Here's my new clutch fork release bearing installed correctly. I believe it comes with a new input bearing, but I'm not going to use. And I bought this guy. It goes into the bell housing, but it doesn't really seem to fit the clutch fork that well. And this one I've already tried on the bell housing, so we'll use it. So here's the old junk. Here's my fancy dancy racing clutch. Not really. It's supposed to be a little bit better than stock, but for this application, it'll be fine. So I guess I'm gonna go pull the old clutch and all that, clean it up, and then restall and put it back in. So yay. Alrighty. And of course I leave for a few minutes and pukes part of its gut, so I put a container in it or whatever. That's the story of my life. Anyway, enough rambling, and I'm gonna go install a clutch. Hey. Alrighty. Okay guys, a few hours later, actually 3 or 4 because I had a bunch of yard work. Tranny is, oh that hurts, back in. Everything's all bolted up. The only thing I gotta do is finish bolting up my cross member and put the 2 mounts in, or the bolts in for the tranny mount. Oh, I did adjust the shifter because it was actually way out to lunch, but it does shift, so actually very nicely now, so that's perfect. Clutch feels really nice. So, oh, pardon me, I'm wiped. Actually, the worst part about it wasn't heaving the tranny onto the tranny onto the jack underneath there, because I was about 3/4 of an inch too short because it was hitting the exhaust and everything else, and it wouldn't go. That wasn't the worst part. The freaking transmission fluid drowning or dripping everywhere and laying in that and wiping it up, and so I guess we'll see if this will start and what kind of like I said, I just roughly set my clutch up. I'm sure it's gonna need redoing for like the tension, but whatever. Come on, you. And that carb I still gotta play around with. I think that might be tomorrow. If this is successful, then tomorrow I've got a different carburetor. It's gonna be too big of a carburetor, but at least it's a carburetor, so let's see. Yeah. First, second, third, fourth. Not really a fan where that shifter comes close to the so yeah, we are moving, so yeah, I just realized I'm not a fan of where the third gear goes there. Might end up taking the shifter out and putting a different one in, because I don't need a bench style seat right there, so that's not going to work. So we're going to get rid of that shifter pretty soon. I think I got a new one of those things, so pardon me for I got the camera probably in your face. So yeah, at least that works. So yeah, I think tomorrow maybe we might go for a boot. So like I said, I'm going to tighten up a few loose ends underneath here. Probably not going to do it today. Probably going to call it quits for the day. Oh! Finish that off, jack the turd down. Just check a few things. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And yeah. Also, I'm not really a fan of the way I've got my clutch spring in there right now, the return spring, because of the, it's a different fork. The location. Ugh. It has it right here. This one had it right off to the side of the ball, so not really a fan of that. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it for the evening. I'm wiped. I don't know what's worse, doing this or yard work. So yeah, happy with the tires. They look pretty snazzy, so I think yeah, tomorrow we'll attempt to go for a boot. I think that's the plan. So stay tuned and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, like I said, that carburetor, I do have a rebuilt kit for it somewhere. I'm not sure where. I might take it apart tomorrow. If not, I've got a way too big of a carburetor, so I think I might scrounge around and see what I got for rebuilt kits. I know I got some maybe buried up there in somewhere, but I'll maybe take a look tonight. Alrighty. Okay guys, next day. Changing the oil in the car right now, and yeah, it's doing it right here. So I thought I'd cut the oil filter open since this is a new engine, just to make sure. And I went through all here with a magnet, and it shows I went through a lot better than just showing you guys this, but no metal fragments in the oil, so it was a nightmare to try to cut that thing apart. I have a tool that we bought for cutting filters, and it's useless. That's a true story. So I had to hack that thing up together, so I'm going to put some new oil in it and a filter, and then going to finish putting a few bolts in the bottom underneath, and I'll jack it down, and then yeah, we'll see if it goes under its own power. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so I moved it under its own power. It's on the street. We're going to go take it for a boot around the block. The brakes aren't the best. I think the back still needs adjusting, but whatever. Worry about that at another time. Hopefully it fires up. No, Bailey, you're not coming for a ride. Alright, before we take this fourth maiden voyage, we're going to wash this thing. Can't see through a dirty windshield, so clean it up. It's been a few years. Bailey's watching like, what the hell are you doing? Should Bailey come for a car ride? Yeah, maybe. We'll stick her in the back seat, maybe. Alrighty, we'll clean this thing up and then we'll actually go for a boot around the block and see what's what. Hopefully it makes it. Okay, we're going to take this turn around the block. First time ever, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I kidding? Gentlemen. No women watch us. Going for a boot around the block. Other than minus going down. Hey, shut up. We'll go for a ride in a minute. Okay. Hopefully I can find reverse this time. Let's try. Bailey. First test drive went fine. Still making that noise in the tranny when you first set, so I think I might have to set the hydraulic or the clutch fork here again. Quiet, Bailey. So anyway, we'll do that. We'll throw you and her into the thing. We'll go for a boot. Maybe we should probably strap down the hood because it was starting to do a little. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we're going to attempt to take this turd around the block, put gas in it. I mechanically wired the hood somewhat closed, which we're not going very fast anyway, and we are legit with plates. Got my dog, I got my two bitches. All right, come on. All right, now you hear that noise, but it goes away when so I'll talk to the guys again, but what do you think, Bailey?
Am I just filming you?
Don't film me, film the road. God almighty, you're worse than Casey. Yeah, you hear that noise. But I didn't like second gear. Well, it does, but I should have started off first. Also, I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to go too fast because I've only got 2 lug nuts on the front, so you know, we could fall and hit the ditch. Oh, also really, oh yeah, I got people behind me. I got no brake lights either. Front row. Oh, we'll go this way. I forgot, yeah, we don't have lights. Maybe we won't take this. That's alright, don't worry about it. Just something in the back falling around. So yeah, we'll go this way. I forgot, yeah, we have no... I didn't think people are actually out in our town today. So yeah, I gotta figure out that. Maybe, I don't know why we're gonna die. All right, we'll be back after these messages. Okay, so if you guys remember a few episodes ago, I stuck 3 fuel filters in here for a reason. There's the first one. All the shit that came through, and it was actually plugged. So I'm gonna say that was my problem. I'm not exactly sure, so we'll just leave that there for right now. So let's try temp face number 2. I don't have anybody around here to tow, so don't be surprised if you, camera lady, are gonna be towing. You can drive the boogmobile. Get my ghetto thing here. Do that. Like I said, we'll just go up for a food around the block once or twice more. Also, I did figure out I had an oil leak. It was leaking on my foot actually, right here. That's a true story. So yeah. All right, hop in and then we'll go for a food around the block again. I'll try number 2. Somebody left the leaf bag there. Down the back lane. I guess you've never been down this back lane. You are not a good camera person. Casey, get back here. I'm kidding. Don't give me the finger. Yeah, I still gotta adjust that clutch. I think that's a lot to do with my problem. That's where we died before. Yes. It's going to be going, it's just so much time in a day. I don't want to go too fast because A, like I said, my hood. Alright, I think we'll take her home. Clearly my wiring harness is not hooked up because my oil light's on, but I have oil pressure. So. Well, it's back in the garage, and isn't it fitting? Tom Petty's on the radio. He won't back down. So anyway, good song. Anyway, got it back in the garage. Didn't go bad for a first time driving around. Actually drove around a whole bunch of times not filming it and whatnot. Like I said, the fuel filter, everything seems to be good right now. So, knock on wood, it could have just been one of those things. I had to fix an oil leak I had for the gauge. And there's a few other things, but like I said, it still makes that noise when you put it in there first. So if you guys want to leave that in the comments, just curiosity, I'll pick the guy's brains I might not see him in next few days and see what's what. But like I said, it's got a new clutch, everything, but it's still doing that, eh? It only does it when you put it into first. You can go to second, it doesn't, third, and fourth, it doesn't do it, eh? So, I don't know. But yeah, so other than that, next time I'm going to start tackling. I'll get Chris and them out here, or Chris, and we'll start hooking up the wiring and whatnot. I'll change this steering column, start working on it. Adjust the brakes a lot better, and just a whole bunch of other things. So, but hey, it did run on its own power. I drove around for about a half hour around town. A few small hiccups here and there, but nothing crazy. So, but yeah, fuel filter looks like there's no junk yet anyway. So hopefully that solved the problem. I think next week what I'm going to do is probably, I never did show you guys my hood. So I think that's what I'll do one night in the evening if I get a chance. Clean it all up right here. It's super nice. A little bit of old bodywork here and there. That's not a big deal, but I'm really impressed is all on the bottom here and all up there. It's not rotten. So yeah, so I'll start knocking the paint off this week, and then probably next weekend sometime I'll mention that message that guy, and I'll get the new grill pieces before it gets cold. That way I can start putting the stuff together. So yeah. So anyway, I think that's where I'm going to leave the video. It sucked just pulling the tranny out and everything else, but hey, at least it's working. But like I said, I don't know what that noise is, but it seems to shift. And I was actually kind of banging on a little bit hard between first and second. It seemed to be all right, but I'm going to get rid of that shifter. And I've got an abundance of different shifters that I'm going to try to use. So not really happy where it is, like all the way up 10th, so I'll just run a regular stick straight one. So anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave the video. I'm wiped. I'm going to go do some more yard work. So yeah, yay. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. And remember, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment, good or bad. Adios.